Plant using improved seed varieties for better yields. Improve the quality of your life. Find out what grain quality is needed to sell into a more rewarding market. Prepare yourself before harvesting. Planning ahead is essential. Make sure you have all the necessary equipment, know where the drying and shelling will be done, and how the grain will be stored. Mend all holes and make sure stores are in good repair. Good hygiene is essential. If you are to put your grain in sacks, then make sure they are all cleaned in advance. If you are using a store, then make sure the residues of the previous harvest are removed. Harvest on time. Harvest mature cereals or beans on a sunny day and place on a mat, tarpaulin or in sacks. If the rain delays the maize harvest, then prevent the water from entering the cobs by turning the cobs down. Dry the grain. Dry cereals or beans on mats, tarpaulins or sacks so they are not in contact with the ground, and make sure farm animals are kept away, or use a maize drying crib for protected drying. Don't let the drying grains get wet. Cover with a tarpaulin if it rains. Dry the grain until it is sufficiently dry. To know that the grain is sufficiently dry, get an empty bottle, get 2 tablespoonfuls of dry salt, add 5 grams of grain, seal it well to avoid moisture. Shake the bottle for 1 minute and keep away the bottle for about 15 minutes. If the salt sticks on the walls of the bottle, then the grain is not dry enough. Dry again and repeat the same process. If the salt no longer sticks on the walls of the bottle, then the grain is dry and ready for storage. Good quality grain for a better market. Shell or thresh the grain. Shell maize cobs by the hand or with a mechanical sheller to reduce damage to the grain. Don't beat with sticks. Dry the grains further if it is above the required moisture content. Winnow grain or use a sieve to remove chaff and foreign matter and broken grain. Be careful to remove insect-damaged grain, moldy grain and chaff, and burn it. Other damaged grain may be fed to the animals. Ensure good storage at home. Put grains in sacks and sew them shut. In-house, store sacks on pallets and sticks or stones away from walls. Check regularly for any problems. To store grain in bulk, place in a silo or other containers and follow instructions to prevent insect attack. When you are ready to sell the grain, move it in sacks to the collection point using a bicycle or other transport. At the collection point, your grain will be stored carefully with that of other farmers before being delivered to the grain buyer.